Oh, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Fontane In The Morning featuring the amazing Porsha J. Thank you guys for tuning in this morning. We got ourselves quite the show because the weekend was crazy.
Was it? I thought it was a slow weekend.
That's because your head was in the sand. You wasn't aware as to what's going on. And as to what's going on is I take everything I said, well, I don't take everything. Actually, I don't take shit I said back. I'm just ready to add on to what I said, okay? Regarding that man, I figured out.
Who?
Anthony Edwards, basketball player.
Oh.
So last week I was putting the more at least of the accountability onto the woman because I feel as though what she is doing is a lot more, rambunctious. It has a lot more intentional. It has a lot more fallout on her side than I felt for Anthony Edwards. That was last week. This week I think Anthony Edwards is a filthy motherfucker. Now, the reason I said I'm not taking nothing back is because she still needs to be held accountable. And now she needs to be held even more accountable, now that I think about it. Because this nigga is dirtier than I thought.
Yeah, definitely.
And I called him dirty last week. I said he was a dirty-ass nigga last week. This nigga is filthy. They say he's currently in a custody paternity thing with a whole other woman.
With a baby that's like 8 months older than, well, not even that. One baby is a year and the other baby is...
My man, ICU DD said, what time people getting up? She be on point by now.
Oh, there.
Yeah, I turn my back. He should be out the bed at 7 o'clock. What the fuck is going on? And not for work. Just because.
Y'all know I have to get ready a lot. So I have my makeup and hair routine down pat. I know how to get ready in like
I think
15 to 30 minutes now.
So he got let me get the information right now. So the girl he's arguing with currently, not the one we was talking about last week, but the girl he currently arguing with is, how old is that baby?
That baby is 1.
So he got a current 1-year-old. The one he's arguing with in public is 6 months.
4 months, I think.
4 months.
And then he has a whole girl.
He got a whole girl who he also just had a brand new baby with. Again, if his baby that he's living with, if that baby is walking, I'm surprised.
Y'all let these niggas get away with anything. This is crazy. I need y'all to stand up.
Well, I mean, so again, I wanna make sure that the accountability is held on her behalf as far as goes to trying to make this man be something that he said he wasn't going to be. I believe you have to be held accountable for that. However, again, this is a filthy ass nigga. There's no way you should be running around with essentially 3 brand new babies from 3 different women, and 2 of them you are like, nah, not really. Nah, I'm not gonna have. Nah, this ain't got nothing to do with me.
He's only 23, y'all. Like, he's so young. And you already got this many kids, and you probably not gonna stop having them.
No, he not. Nah.
So when that contract is up in 10 years from now, and you gotta still support all these different children.
This is why he said he didn't want to be the face of the NBA. This is exactly why. You can't be the face of the NBA when you got illegitimate kids all over the motherfucking country. It's gonna be real hard to be the face of anything except child support when you got multiple illegitimate children everywhere.
That just breaks my heart. I'm very blessed. I didn't have to go through anything with that, but I just can't imagine you just coming into the world and your daddy you don't even get a chance. Maybe he'll change his mind.
I can imagine coming into the world and your daddy like, whatever, nigga. Like, that's why it's so fucking crazy.
That's so sad. I'll be your daddy.
Get the fuck up. When it's the wildest part about it is because there's the Cantu, right? So this nigga, he don't want to be involved in his kid's life at fucking all. And then you got the YouTube guy, you got DDG arguing with his baby mama Haley on not being able to see his son enough.
Capricorn Court says he has 4 kids, but he only claims 1. How do you just be like, I ain't claiming it? Like, how do you just... Nope.
Like, I get it. I'm a man. I get it. I get, like, hey, bitch, I don't want to do that. And she like, nah, we doing it. Like, I get it. I've never been in a situation, so I can't say I would do that.
But the conversation never goes, like, backwards, though. Y'all never talk about, hey, I don't want to fuck that. Y'all just like, it's like that's not an option to not sleep with these girls. And I don't understand, like, how are you horny? You're that horny?
Look at the girls he's having these arguments with.
Is it really that bad?
I see why he was fucking.
I don't know. No, but I don't think, like...
In his position, 23 years old, millionaire, superstar status, these kind of bitches are now a dime a dozen. Really, they 11 out of 12. So you no longer have to be like, oh my gosh, she's super beautiful, I'll never get a woman like this again. You literally have two of them arguing with them as far as who's gonna be the baby daddy in this regard. So it's not. This is again back to dirty nigga, because you are on a pussy chase. And I was 23. I get it. Yeah, absolutely.
Both people.
I was not a 23-year-old millionaire with superstar status, and that's just the reality of it. We like to be like, oh, he's young, he's 23. No, bro, he's not 23. Not financially.
Oh yeah, that's true.
He's not 23. As far as goes, status wise, as who he is, you're not this. You're only 23 by age, and these bitches not treating you like that. So for you to run around thinking, oh, I can be 23. I can make mistakes like a 23. No, you fucking cannot.
I would assume if it's a girl who let me, especially when it's women who you're texting them at 5 a.m, like, pull up on me. The text messages that Aisha released, you can tell they were
getting fucked
just to get fucked. So if a girl is going to allow you to just fuck her, just know there's probably an agenda on her end as well.
So that's where it goes. Thank you. That's where it goes to. Again, I just said this is a millionaire. So let's just get real with ourselves.
And I'm going to be real with y'all. I'm going to be so real with y'all. When I was younger, if I knew a guy was a millionaire, there was an automatic different type of access he had. There was an automatic, like, different mindset of like, oh my God, this is a prize. This is some, like, women, just like men are trying to get pussy, women are trying to get stability. And not all of them, there's a lot of women who, like myself, who don't need a man for nothing. But a lot of women don't. I mean, I do need you. I need you for a lot of things.
You can barely get your makeup off at night.
I know. I just love that. Y'all, he makes sure I take my makeup off at night, and that's one of the best things he's done for me.
It's really, bro. It's back to, like I said, of course, accountability is always the main.
Everybody has an agenda. Everybody does.
But again, at 23 years old, yeah, we were all 23 before. We were not 23 years old and rich as fucking fuck. Mm-mm. We were not 23 years old and famous as fucking fuck. So if you're not necessarily not one of us. Of course, you're a person. But people are holding you in different regard, and that means they have different mindset as far as how they want to handle you and what the reason you're in for their life. When I was 23 years old, bitches liked me.
For you,
literally, they was like, "Oh, you know what, nigga, you don't got nothing, but you are that nigga." Like it worked out. Anthony Edwards, they're not looking at you as like, "Hey, I like you."
No,
I like what you got. I don't really give a fuck what you are. I'll figure all that out later after we put this baby into the world.
It's a lot of baby daddy conversations going around. We got DDG, we got Dr. Umar, DDG, and how do you say it, Hallie? What?
Just do it, Fletch. Nigga,
oh, Richie did. First of all, I don't have that much makeup on, y'all. I have a little bit of foundation.
Nigga, do you want a midweek ass
I just wake up looking like this.
DDG and Hallie's situation is first things first. Stop telling me.
Yeah.
Like everybody, stop telling me everything.
But these are young kids who live their lives on the internet. They grew up on the internet, so it's just a different culture for them.
So DDG specifically, Hallie, of course, her career is, of course,
he made money.
But did she get famous off YouTube as well? Her and her sister.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So literally, DDG's life, the reason we even know who this nigga is because he was on the internet
telling
us
his
stuff,
business,
putting his world, the information on the internet.
He makes money off of that. So there's no point in saying
that's literally him going. That nigga's at work. Like DDG is going when he online telling us personal information that nobody fucking has. He's at work.
He making money.
So let him do his thing. However, there's a caveat to that. There is. Well, maybe there's not. Let me think about that. Maybe for DDG specifically, there is no line. Because Yeah, I legitimately got famous and made my money literally by telling y'all my information.
No, there's not a line. And it shouldn't be for his sake, because the minute that he puts a line there, his money gonna dry up. If he stops telling us juicy stuff, he doesn't have anything to draw the people in.
Absolutely.
To get the views.
I seen somebody tweet, DDG don't want to go to court because he know Halle gonna make him stop putting that baby on his live. If there's a okay, real fast, we're gonna expand on this conversation because I kind of want to touch base on it. There is a big pocket of women who I'm seeing from this fallout who are like, y'all be happy not to let the father of the child see his child.
A lot of women
Like
hate their baby daddy. They hate.
It's like I got my baby, you and I ain't not a thing. We ain't cool, nigga. So guess what? You not gonna see your baby, and it's fucked up because again, I don't have a kid. Thank God I don't have a child with a woman who we don't get along with. But not to say that that's okay. At no point in time is it right. But I can understand why a nigga wouldn't want to be around his kid. I can understand why a nigga wouldn't want to make the relationship as strong as it is, because I have to literally bang my head on the wall every time.
And deal with her.
In order for me to get to my son, I gotta run through a wall every time I do so. Granted, the wall ain't shit. Like, I gotta argue with you. I gotta call 3-4 times to make sure you pick up. I gotta what, etc. I gotta do this.
Yeah,
jump
and
every
hoops,
every
your
fucking
time when you're available.
I want to know what it is in a woman's mind, and I'm not being rude or facetious here. So I'm legitimately asking, what is it in a woman's mindset that tells y'all this is your baby? When you cannot you literally cannot do this without someone. So in the outside of,
they can, and they
let me provide context. Outside of course being assaulted or extenuating circumstances.
Oh, you're saying they can't get pregnant?
And yeah. So in this situation here with DDG, not specifically, but with DDG and Haley, what makes her believe this baby is more? What makes her believe this baby is 60% hers and 40% his?
Because she's the one who brought it to life, and that is just the reality of the situation. If I birthed something, I created it in my body. You dropped some sperm in me, 10 months. And everything about getting that baby onto this earth comes off of me and my body, what I eat, how my body produces it. I'm going to automatically have a sense of possessiveness with that. It wouldn't have been here if it wasn't for me. A sense of possessiveness or a sense of control? Because that's what I'm hearing. Well, and that's the thing. I'm hearing now again, when you're co-parenting, you don't have, we need to say that, you don't have just the free reign to do whatever it is that you think you want to do with the baby. Y'all have to come into compromise. My concern with that is, of course, again, in this situation when it's like this, why is the compromise always on the man's side? I heard DDG speak in his video. He said he always got to drive over there. So she never got to actually make it convenient for him. He said they live far as fuck from each other, so you got to do a little dash. Do they live on the West? They live in LA? I think so.
So he's in fuck traffic every time you got to see his baby, for shit sure. I'm trying to understand, why is she in more control of the baby? Is it because she had it? Because she put it out?
Basically. All
right, just want to make sure. That makes no motherfucking sense.
And this is what happens when you have children or you get pregnant and you don't really think about the reality of what life is like. Yep. You're not gonna see the kid every holiday. You're not gonna see your kid like for some time. Like, and a lot of women can't handle that. They want their baby every day. They don't want to send their baby off and not know. Fifi2U2 said only her body is capable of feeding a baby. That's a lie. That's a motherfucking lie, Fifi. And I can do this, and we can do this throughout history. Because literally, white women had their babies and handed them to black women. Mm-hmm. So your body ain't the only one for your baby. We're not going to lie about that. Women pass away at the hospital, still put their child into the world, and the baby survives. So that can't be the case. In fact, I don't even think my guy would make it like that, to where only one thing can make this baby survive. That's not the fucking case here. Science is going to argue with that. Well, I'm an advocate for the women. I think it's control, but it's also a trust thing. When you have something that, it could be anything. Like, let's take a car. Because y'all act like men, y'all sit over here, y'all act like y'all don't understand what it's like. say you got a brand new car, it's your pride and joy, your possession, right? And
so we, just before you carry on, I want you to stick on your joint.
Okay.
We are comparing a car and a baby.
Well, this is just, I'm breaking it down to something very tangible, okay? Like, I'm just something very tangible.
Rock with me.
So, say I gave you a down payment on a car, right? Okay, so technically, it's like we getting a car together, right? We break up, and the car has...
You gave me the whole down payment?
I mean, we'll 50-50. Okay, let's make it even. We paid half and half for the car.
So,
but I'm the person who went to the dealership, filled out all the information, got all the insurance, like got all the things or whatever. Yeah. I did all the work setting it up. We end up breaking up. You agreed to let the car stay in my garage. And I drive the car every single day. I'm responsible for the maintenance, the oil changes and all of that. And then you come pick up the car on the weekend and play with it and take it out, drive it around, and then drop it off. And I'm back on Monday taking care of the maintenance. That is the mindset. Like, we doing all the work, and you get to go pick them up and just play with them.
Let's focus. So that's best case scenario, and this is why I know y'all are motherfucking crazy, because that's absolute best case scenario. Because we're suggesting that when I come and pick it up on the weekend, whatever be the case, that it don't need no maintenance. I ain't gotta put no air in the tire, no gas in the car. It never needs an oil change, because that's something you always take care of. That is a logic that does not even make sense to me. Why would I assume you are the only one always doing the maintenance on it?
Because that's normally how it is for women.
Exactly. So just say you had a bad situation. Let's focus. Let's just say you had a bad situation. I seen somebody say here, give me a second, I can find it. Angie _Reese says, I don't think a lot of women trust men to be able to take care of their kids.
No.
I don't give a fuck what you trust.
No.
What do you mean? I don't care what you trust. I know what to do with a baby. Y'all, again, the thought that you are better at something just because you're a woman is crazy.
That is, because I know some
y'all think y'all
moms.
are better parents? Y'all think y'all are better nurturers? Y'all think y'all are better caretakers based on being a woman? What's provided that? When y'all literally some of y'all had mothers who sucked at it. Like, literally, some of y'all had trash mothers. My mama wasn't no motherfucking nurturer. I got punched in the face before she hugged me. I legitimately recall my mother hitting me more than she actually nurtured me. So, where is this from?
It it shouldn't be like that, but that's just, I guess since the women birthed the baby, it's just an
Carmen _ SD23. Some women are controlling. A non-controlling woman will always allow a father to be a father. My mom did both. My mom did. Both parents are winging it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Both parents are new parents that don't really figuring it out. So, I agree with that. I mean,
and then thank you. Conquering relationships. How do you have a man? How do you have a baby with a man you don't trust to be a father at all? So you would trust me to have a baby with me, but you won't trust me to walk off and be alone with it for a couple days?
I have an actual answer to what this is about for some women. So I think that you're already going through a breakup, right? So you already don't have... you already don't have the guy there. That void is empty. So a lot of women use their children to heal. That, like, I don't have the man anymore, so I love my baby. And that love for that baby, they become so attached to that child that they don't, when the baby is gone, what do? I want my child with me every day. Yeah,
because so a lot of women say that. They say, especially when they first have their kids, they refuse to be away from the baby. Even a few hours is too much. A damn sure a day is too much. So I'm aware of the attachment that y'all grow just naturally. Yeah. Naturally. Where does this is the mind telling y'all that the father can't have that? Yeah. Yeah. Like, especially because if you left me, then that means you would leave my child. If you hurt me, then that means you will hurt my child. And that is the mindset. On top of that, the other caveat to that is sometimes the women
hate the men for breaking their heart.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't even want to have to be reminded of you. I'm going through a breakup, I'm grieving, and I'm still having to deal with the person that broke my heart or abandoned me or left me, whatever, whatever we come up with.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I can understand that. I think, and that's probably the biggest part of it. Not to suggest that in this situation, just so we can of course keep specifications. Not to suggest that Hallie still wants to be with Cuz. I don't know them, so I don't know the inner workings of the relationship. Nobody's going to tell me, both of them, nobody's going to tell me that they're sitting there completely with no bitterness towards each other. Nobody's going to tell me they're sitting there completely over each other. I would never be back with that. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced because it's when you have a child and you're becoming you're co-parenting with someone. Don't you want it to be successful?
Right. I agree.
Why would I want to provide any inconvenience to the person who I created this baby with? I think when your feelings are in the way, it's hard to see what's in the motherfucking way. And emotions, of course, are going to control situations more often than not, especially when it comes to things like this.
Yeah. I mean, and I know y'all are talking about the logic is trash. I agree, but when you put feelings involved, a lot of women are not emotionally mature enough to separate their feelings, the romantic feelings, from the reality of the situation. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, like, I personally had an experience with someone that I realized was extremely manipulative. And I didn't know women were manipulative because we're always painted as, oh, the guy is the problem. The guy, it's his loss. When women go through breakups, nobody sits us down and says, hey, you were wrong. You caused this breakup. It's automatically the guy. So there's a lot of like growth that doesn't happen with women because we're coddled. So same thing with the baby. As soon as we get pregnant, we're innocent. We were left. We were not. There's no conversations about like, why are you pregnant by this dude? Some women get pregnant on purpose to keep the guy. So let's keep it real. I know a few. And so these things are never really addressed. And so there are a lot of situations where women get away with being controlling, manipulative, conniving. They use their child to punish the guy. They say, oh, I don't want that girl around my kid. They try to control who he's dating, what he does, what family member. Like, it just, that's why I say, like, to me, I feel like the guy got more. I mean, women, we lose our freedom and all of that. But, like, men, y'all got to tighten up on who y'all getting pregnant to.
And fuck to. Nigga, stop raw dicking. They're wild cards. Women clearly are not going to get smart. They've been around for thousands of years. They continue to make the same goddamn mistakes. Literally, this mistake is some shit I could have told you about in history from the 1600s. They're just not going to evolve mentally. It's time for you niggas to do it. It's time for y'all to pull it off.
Yeah.
If me and PJ have a baby, I won't allow her to do any of this shit. Flat out.
You're not gonna allow me.
Don't allow your girl to do nothing.
Hey, don't speak too soon.
I'm trying to tell niggas, y'all be trying to get back. Stop dating girls who can walk. Find a cripple. Alright, get it. Your next girl, she need to be in a wheelchair. So soon as a bitch gets to doing too much, you can spin her around. Park her wheels. She can't do too much.
Anyways, there's a level of maturity.
Start dating girls from off the street because she won't have a cell phone. Huh?
Yeah.
Homeless bitches don't have cell phones? Get you one.
Y'all gotta start just wrap it up. I'm not finna entertain anything you just said. Dr. Umar. I'm not really like, I've seen him on social media, but I don't really follow him. I know he's an activist, right?
I understand. Yeah, he's a Pan-Africanism, a teacher, a scholar, a professor.
Okay.
I don't stand for no Dr. Umar slander, even if he deserves the slander. So don't bring that bullshit to my comments because I get on your ass. Nevertheless, Yeah, he's a few things, but a scholar, and a black man first.
Okay, well, he has, and I'm sure he has multiple children, but he's always kept his children out of the spotlight. I've never seen anything talk about his personal life, like who he's dating, who his kids are. He says that he did that for a reason because as an activist, outside of the YouTubes and the clips that y'all see in real life, he has a target on his back. He's also always getting threats, things like that. So he keeps his children private. He has one daughter that he unfortunately was not in her life. He claims it was for a legitimate reason with the mother. The mother, there's not a lot of details, but the mother didn't allow him to be in the child's life. He reconnected with the child when she was 18. Child has his number. He's had the same number for 20 years. All his kids have his number. So the girl came out on Instagram and said that this is my father and he's not in my life, and it's contradicting to watch him promote family and advocate for family, the nuclear family for women. And he just did a recent special with a bunch of different women, and he's not even in his own daughter's life. So he responded by calling her a clout chaser. He said Smurf 1 and Smurf 2, get the mother on the line. He said he's always tried to have a conversation with her and the mom so that the child could see that it wasn't him. It was more than that. And so that's the thing that makes me sad, because some women do get away with painting the guys, and they say no matter what, you still should be in your kid's life. Like, you should have went to court, you should have fought for me. What do you feel about that?
Well, so I believe it's a nuanced conversation. Of course, like I said, being somebody who didn't grow up with their daddy, it puts you at a deficit as a child, because first things first, you're questioning as to where cuz at. Depending on what kind of mama you are, that's depending on how you ask that question as well. I mean, what kind of mama you have depending on how you ask that question as well. But then it also comes to the curiosity in the kid. The older you get, it becomes a little vindictive in me. At this point, I mean, of course, I'm 33 now, but at what did you say? She was 21.
What her now? Yeah. Her age? Yeah, she's in her 20s.
Whatever she was early 20s. At early 20s, I actually wasn't looking to rebuild the connection with my father either. So I believe the nuanced conversation comes from, you weren't there. He said until she was 19. You weren't there, 18 or 19, whatever it was. You weren't there all that time to create a foundation for me. So now that I'm out here hangling with my feet in the air, and you're in a sense, not necessarily saying it, but you're in a sense like, hey, I'm here, I got the same number. You're in a sense saying, hey, you can land your feet here. I don't trust that.
Well, he said every time he would always try to see her, and she would end the conversation. So
the mama or
the dad? He said he made plenty. He would always try to talk to her, and then would leave the conversation at hey, let's meet up, let's see each other. And she would always end the conversation. And she said the mom said that she didn't want her being involved with him.
So, and again, why it be such a nuanced conversation? Because it's not just one or two things that transpired throughout this. It's how did Umar and her mama meet? Were they just fucking? Did Umar say, hey, I don't want that baby? Did so and so, and then she carry on? There's so much that could have played a part in it that it's hard to have the conversation based off, of course, just what's provided. I can say, for the sake of the argument, that I don't like the way he was speaking to her on camera.
Yeah.
Regardless of how it played out on that side of it, and I'm all for letting the chips fall so you can actually see who was wrong in the matter. But I don't think, regardless of it, if she's this is he never denied it. So this is your actual child. Yeah. Stop calling this girl a little smurf. And calling her a clout chaser. Just say my biological child is confused on how this situation transpired, and I want to get her mom on the line so I can clear these things up, because I don't want slander being put on my name based on something that was out of my control.
So I do have a caveat, because she's a comedian. That's what she calls herself.
Oh.
And she makes content.
Oh.
And she has been making content, and so he's basically like, okay, you randomly come out with this online.
Okay, so now I get why he was calling her clout chaser
Yes.
and talking about her YouTube page.
Yes.
I get that. Content also is a part of life. Just because I'm making content don't mean I'm making it, just for people to see it. I've just turned my life into, of course, something for people to see. So she's turning her literal "where's my father" kind of story into her content. Yeah. It is what it is, nigga.
I mean, I could see how crazy that would be to watch somebody like Dr. Umar like be so vocal about the black nuclear family and this and this and that, and this is my dad, and we don't have a relationship.
It would definitely beseat me. I would be confused, especially being at that age as well. I definitely see the confusion in the matter. Like I said, it's important to realize that, because especially now in these time and ages, we think that it just has to be one thing. It's either this or it's this, and it can be both all the time. Yeah. Like, it can be her being a clout chaser and her actually trying to reconcile with her father, and it could be him being an ain't shit nigga who also wanted to repair the relationship with his daughter, but the mother never allowed him to. So the conversation, like I said, of course, be it as nuanced as it is, it needs to be had betwixt them.
Yeah, I do agree. Especially with the mom. That's what he said.
As he stated,
he wants to have a conversation with the mom and the dad, because on all these years, and that's another thing with women too, when
you get to take your hands off it,
and you don't know what narrative a woman can paint to the child to explain. Some women protect the child's feelings and act like the dad is a good dad, and and some women are honest, some women are dishonest and villainize the dad. You know what I'm saying? So apparently the mama don't fool with him. Yeah. And to protect the child, she trained her daughter to not
fuck with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's normal. We've seen this a million times in your life, her life, and mine. We've all seen this before. So that's why I don't like to immediately place blame on anyone. I just want to what I'm asking is for us to be careful about how we look in public. About how the daughter looks, getting on the internet saying my daddy ain't shit, my daddy a deadbeat, knowing, just as you stated, knowing Dr. Umar has been pushing and peddling the black family, the nuclear black family for fucking a decade. Yeah. So now you pull that out the air,
you're
and now
my brand.
And we come to question, okay, nigga, Mr. Family Man, what about your family? You know that when before you even push record on your phone when you post this video. Dr. Umar knows he can instantly question her legitimacy as to even if he's actually the father, for that matter, if he gets on his huge platform and strikes at her. So in my opinion, it's the internet, that's what people gonna do, but in my opinion, as a man, Umar instantly could have handled this better by literally just saying, well, as you said, we got the same number, I'm pretty sure he got her number, just call her. Get the fuck off the internet, you idiot.
Yeah.
And where your mom at, dumbass? Like, say all you gotta say on the line. We don't need to see it.
He didn't have to respond to that anyway.
And I really want to know what the Smurf shit is about. Like, is somebody gonna expand? What the fuck was he calling that little girl a Smurf
Baby
for?
Smurf, Mama Smurf. I think just because it's like thing one, thing two. Like, oh, you're just following in the footsteps of your mother type stuff.
Stupid old nigga, man. Shout out Umar. Shout out his baby, man. I hope he get it figured out, I guess. That's crazy as hell.
We do have some updates on the Caleb Wilson story.
Okay.
Well, not story.
Yeah, let's keep it. Let's keep it, because we there's a few people here, of course, who's been walking with us through that story, so I want to make sure everybody's still tied in. So what happened?
So Caleb McCrae, both of them. So I'm gonna call Wilson's the young man who lost his life. Yes. McCrae has been charged with manslaughter.
Damn.
And criminal.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Criminal hazing.
Yeah, manslaughter, criminal hazing.
So we got some more details. Allegedly.
What city was that in again? I'm sorry.
It's Ellen. Was it Southern?
Yeah, Southern. Yep.
Okay.
It was Southern.
So, allegedly, the boys were at a warehouse. And another correction too. McCrae he just graduated. He just graduated 3 months ago. So he's a senior, but he's a fresh graduate. So he's still basically on the yard. The frat was taking turns punching the guys in their chest with boxing gloves. So McCray just happens to be the last person who punched him. And so he's the one who got, charges first. They are saying that they're going to charge more, press more charges on the other guys that were involved.
I was just checking to see, in the state of Louisiana, manslaughter carries up to 40 years. So I'm 100% sure, even if he's fully convicted of both charges, he's not going to get 40 years based on the situation. What I'm questioning is he the only one to be charged? Because so you tell me that, and this so I'm his daddy. You come to me and you tell me 3 or 4 little niggas punched my son in his chest, or 3 niggas punched my son in his chest before the last kid punched my son in his chest, and then that's when he went down and had the heart attack or seizure and passed away. So you're suggesting that the last man is the only killer? Because I'm suggesting these 3 helped the kill.
But I mean, he may have been the one doing the harder blows. So there's some people coming out in defense of McCray, basically saying like, which is so nasty to me, that Wilson knew what he signed up for. He was complicit.
Woo!
He came, and also they're defending McCray by saying that this is traditional, and McCray is just doing what was done to him and taught to do from upperclassmen. So
I mean, yeah, granted, yeah, nigga, you're keeping up with tradition. I don't give a fuck. The victim blaming needs to stop. Full stop. Like at the goddamn door. No, I didn't sign up to die. I signed up to join a fraternity. Hazing, yes, that's a part of it. You're supposed to haze me and send me back to my motherfucking dorm.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to haze me and I die out here. So no, I didn't sign up for that. I thought, just like you thought, the teachings that you've gotten from upperclassmen are safe. I thought that you niggas were ahead of the, you're only supposed to punch them 4 times, not 5 in the chest. The 5th shot is the one that can kill. The 4 is the one that, I thought that the older men and brothers who I'm looking at, who I want to be a part of, I thought you niggas had my best interests at heart. No, I didn't sign up to fucking die.
Why are y'all punching on people anyways? Like, what does that have to do with fraternity?
That shit, that's disgusting as hell. Wherever that come from, that needs to full stop. Wherever that shit comes from, it's a very, very dark situation. As I stated the last time we were discussing this, I know that guy didn't wake up and say, I'm about to go kill one of the pledges on the yard. I know they say he graduated 3 months ago, right? Mm-hmm. I know I didn't just graduate from college.
He was in the army
and
his whole life
and give my life away. I didn't do that on purpose. We can all agree with that, and I agree with there was a girl who did a whole rant about how not McCray, right? It's McCray.
Yeah.
How he wouldn't actually do this. You know how he's a good person. Agreed.
I mean, that's a lot of people don't think that they're going to end up in jail, but you make decisions, and sometimes you make bad decisions that end you up in jail.
Agreed.
You killed somebody. Like.
So you think it's okay to charge him alone in this matter?
No, I think that the other people may get lesser charges, but definitely criminal hazing for everybody.
Criminal hazing for everybody. I don't know if you don't get an accessory charge in this. I don't know.
Tough.
Because if I'm Caleb's father, I'm not happy with losing my son, but I don't think I want to take somebody else's son from him, but if I am going to take somebody else's son from him, I need to take a lot of y'all.
Yeah.
As crazy as that sounds, I don't want to put it all on one person.
No, especially when Jade, yeah, they also transported him. They lied.
Yes. Y'all colluded that lie. Yes, they changed his clothes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, we're all going to jail.
Yeah, they.
Oh, you are an accessory. I'm sorry.
They lied about where they were at.
When McCray punches him, Caleb, and he falls, as the other nigga who didn't punch Caleb into fall, I'm not helping y'all do shit.
But they was all punching him.
I'm not helping y'all do shit. If I'm the first nigga to punch Caleb, you kill Caleb. And that's as far as this gonna go. I would never, ever turn into a goddamn accessory. Y'all move the body, lied about the, y'all move the body, lied about the location, and change the motherfucking clothes. Everybody get in the car.
Yeah.
Everybody get in the police car.
Yeah. They gotta go.
Everybody get in the police car.
If he getting charged,
and when we get down to the station, y'all can talk amongst each other to figure out who's going to jail, because it's gonna be at least 2 or 3 of y'all. I didn't know they changed his clothes.
Yeah, it's really sad.
Y'all lied and y'all tried.
I'm gonna keep y'all updated on this.
Let's go to jail as a team.
Let's pivot. I wanted to talk about these concerts because I just went to see Glow.
Oh man, how was it? How was it, Glow?
Glow is cute. You know, I do want to say this too about Glow. I really like Glow.
I ain't never gave a fuck. Nope.
And the reason why I like, yeah, Glow.
No.
I like Glow because I remember when she first came out, she was still very petite, hadn't really like come into her woman body. And she said she wanted to be sexy, and y'all was hating on her. And Glow is fine. She done got in the gym.
Here we go. This is what nobody's peeping game. No, she's not. She has money. She went and bought some titties. She got her teeth fixed, right? She went and bought some titties, got her teeth fixed. I'm sure she cleaned up her skin. Y'all ugly asses. If y'all made some money, y'all could look better.
Okay, so we're not ugly. We just broke.
Yes. Yes. You're just broke. Trust me. I've seen the ugliest niggas come up.
Damn.
You just don't got no money. I'm trying to tell y'all, I hope I don't get no money. I'm already cute as fuck.
It's not really anything that I want to do cosmetically other than my teeth. But I don't want to get them weird ass veneers.
Yeah, with the big joints.
Yeah, but I do want to get some new teeth.
Okay, wait. So she had a good show. I remember we seen her at Rolling Loud out in DC.
She had a lot of choreography. She had a good show.
She had dancers with her.
She had dancers. She did good. But that's not what I want to talk about.
No, yeah.
I want to talk about these concert tickets.
How much? Okay. How much was her ticket?
It was listed as $96, and I paid $170.
Hold on, let's do the math.
We're talking about $70.
We're gonna do some mathematicals
on a $100 ticket.
Where the fuck is my calculator?
And Flow is a girl group from a British girl group.
From the British.
Their ticket was like $30, and I paid like $50.
So I'm hearing. So you said 96. You said Glow ticket jumped up to 160. So that's $70. The Flow girls, you said their ticket was what?
$30, and I paid $50.
So they added an extra 20, so that's more than half. So we're being charged more than not only. Oh, it's like 70%. You're being charged 70% in fees. My little brother, I was gonna buy him a ticket to Tyler the Creator's concert out in Houston. The ticket came out to $236. It was $236. I went through, did everything, put the information in. The ticket was at no. So it was, what did I say? 236. Mm-hmm. It was $104 more dollars, whatever. $370.
Wow.
$104 more dollars.
That's the most I've ever seen. Oh, well, no, I'm lying because they kind of started doing this when we went to the Future concert.
Yes.
So this has been going on for a couple of years, but it's just getting worse.
It's getting worse, bro. Funny enough, Biden and his administration went for these. Of course, Trump canceled that shit with an executive order as well. We have to stop going to concerts. Literally. Like this is literally at this point. We have to stop going to concerts. And that don't mean literally nobody go out. I'm not saying that. I want to support the artists that we love. And this is the fucked up part about it. I want to support the artists that we love. I want to send my brother to the Tyler Creator concert because he's a huge Tyler the Creator fan. He's been a huge Tyler the Creator fan since the nigga was eating that. I mean, not eating. He did that fucking music video with the tarantula crawling all over him. Huge Tyler the Creator fan. Where the fuck did $104 more come from on that ticket? I'm not making this shit up. Literally yesterday, it was $104 more added on in fees and whatever the fuck. What am I paying for?
And they're digital tickets. They're not even physical tickets.
You're emailing me.
Emailing me and transferring money from this person to this person. Like,
telling me a convenience fee is why you're charging me. I want to be inconvenienced. I don't want no more conveniences. I want to have to walk up a hill to get my ticket. I want to have to walk back down the motherfucking hill to get a soda. I don't want no conveniences, because how is it $104 fucking worth of convenience?
Or at least have the option, like if you want to pay more to get your digital ticket, but that used to be an option. You understand that? I remember.
Y'all understand that? That used to be an option. It used to be. I don't know, of course, how old everybody is. I know we've been going to shows. You used to be able to actually walk up and get a ticket at the booth.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they let these people work the goddamn windows anymore.
No, they barely don't. The only time they do is when it's will call.
Like, this is literally a scam. Like, we're being scammed out of everything.
And they so that means that they have less employees that they have to pay. Like, these people are really getting over on us.
They're not even, like, legitimately. And I want us to understand, it's not necessarily the artist. So when it comes to, okay, Beyonce, here we're back for Beyonce again. So Beyonce has to, of course, not only get paid. Let's start with Beyonce. Let's say she made $1 million for the show, $1 million. She got to get paid. Let's say Beyonce is going to lead this bitch for $300,000. She got $700,000 in surplus to spend. Transportation, the entire team. She got to pay for the actual setup, the staging, because they got to build her goddamn set. Mm-hmm. If she was just a woman who came out there and sung and spent the round, she wouldn't have to do that, but she got more to pay for it. The insurance, of course, got to pay insurance for anything else. You pay for the wardrobe for the whole thing. All of these, the shit that has to be paid for the tour, on top of her money. So she is charging a shitload for her ticket, because not only is she Beyonce, she got a big ass overhead to cover. She want us to pay for it and make money on top of that. Completely understandable. You've been out for 25 years, whatever, do your thing. She is not adding the fee on there.
Yeah.
She in fact don't even motherfucking probably know what the fee is. She's just showing up. When I tried to buy this ticket yesterday, Tyler, the Creator, does not know I'm not sending my brother to that show because they charged me an extra $104. He's unaware of that. We have to stop. Either we have to stop buying tickets, or we got to put this on the insurrection list. Because when we go to the Capitol, we're going to run through down all these things. So it's either stop going because supply equals demand, or put this on the riot list. And honestly, I don't know if the riot is coming anytime soon. So really, we gotta fucking stop buying concert tickets.
And that's not gonna happen.
Like, this is it's not only, of course, just the fees and the scams. People are also reselling these tickets. That should be illegal.
That should be the only way this is gonna stop.
You know why?
There are laws involved.
And you know why it's not illegal? Because the resellers are the motherfucking people who own the tickets.
Yeah.
When Nike was at the height of their reselling shit that had going on, a Nike executive's son got caught with 5,000 pair of motherfucking shoes.
What?
A Nike executive's son got caught with 5,000 pair of motherfucking shoes.
What do you mean they got caught with 5,000 shoes?
He was a reseller. You work for Nike.
Oh.
You work for Nike. Clearly you got it.
Did he get in trouble for that?
Did she get in trouble is the question. She said she didn't know shit about it.
What you mean she didn't know anything about it?
Exactly. Bitch, quit playing with me. We're being scammed. The way to beat a scam is to out-scam them. The only way to stop this is to stop buying tickets. We are being fucked. The fee that's happening to us don't even happen overseas. They remember we got your video on that. Mm-hmm. They can't even do this shit overseas. The resale value of the ticket being 3 times the value of the original, they can't do that overseas. In Europe, they do not allow this to happen legally.
That's why some people are flying there, because they like, if we're gonna pay extra, we might as well get a trip out of this.
Understanding, we have to stop buying tickets here. Ticketmaster, Live Nation, StubHub, They are a motherfucking monopoly. And often, which we don't know, often it be the same goddamn company owning 3 different companies. So it'd be the parent company having his sister companies or whatever rival out and make you feel like there's an actual battle in between. You get on Ticketmaster and then you get on StubHub and you save $18 or stop doing that shit. You save $18 of course on StubHub, so you think you won. The motherfucker who owns Ticketmaster owns StubHub too.
And they purposely like toggle the like
Yes.
I logged in.
Yes.
And
Just like an airline flight. Yes.
Yeah, and then it's like, what is it called? The capture,
Yes,
whatever
the capture,
it is.
yes.
And 2 minutes later, the same ticket had went up, and I'm like, is it because they already knew I was looking? That is crazy.
Coach Nas said, the venue is attempting to recoup what they're obligated to pay the artist. It's the tariff theory attached to every aspect of everyday life now, and the consumer bears the brunt in every fucking turn.
So
At
true.
every turn. The person who is providing the product or the service or whatever it is does not want to pay the overhead for what's being of course provided, and they pass the burden on to you. I'm trying to, I don't know how more clear this shit can be. I seen an entire thread. Beyonce has 5 shows out in LA at SoFi Stadium. A lot of them there's still a lot of tickets available for the show. There was a thread it was funny, I caught the thread. There was a thread of Taylor Swift fans making fun of the fact that Beyonce's show isn't sold out. My first thought process was, these were very weird people. Like, what the fuck are y'all doing here on this thread? This is strange. My second thought process was, well, think about Los Angeles now, the last time Beyonce performed there, and what prices was like. We have to, like you and I, we have to understand what's happening to our dollar right now.
Yeah.
Like right now, as things happen, like how you gain or lose weight, you don't really see yourself gaining or losing weight because you're every fucking day in your body. It's hard to see a pound drop on or be added off. And as they sneak in, whether it be you gaining weight or you losing weight, it happens very slowly. It's gradual. You don't see it. The money is gradually being upped daily. Daily and daily. You're being trickled away. That tariff thing started in 2018. Inflation started a very long time ago due to a tax plan that was cut on us, of course, et cetera, et cetera. I don't even want to get into Trump right now. But everyday good. Me and PJ just spent $200 at the grocery store yesterday. I wish my refrigerator was like real full.
Our normal cart, our normal
stuff.
It would normally be $112.
We're being priced out. It is not you. You're busting your ass. You get up every day, go to work, you chasing your dreams, whatever be the case. It's not you. You're being priced out, and it is at every fucking turn.
Yeah.
We have to stop going to concerts because the only way to stop is to lower the concert prices and to fight the system is to not be a part of it. It's unfortunate, but that's the only goddamn way.
That makes me so sad too.
What am I gonna do? Not see? Oh God.
Because I gotta see Beyonce. This might be my only chance to see her.
This is why I stopped buying shoes. Really, that's
yeah.
Main reason why I stopped buying shoes, because of the resale market. The bots were buying the shoes off the website before actual consumers had the opportunity to. You purchase a robot, whatever. I don't know. I don't have one on. I don't know. It's something on work. But you essentially, the bot gets on sneakers, wherever you get your shoe from. The countdown, the moment the shoe is available, the bot is placing multiple orders, something that a person can't actually do unless they have a fucking farm of phones and 12 arms to push accept at the same time. The bot is doing something that's impossible for a human to do. So it was impossible to get the goddamn shoes. The bot, of course, is owned by a reseller. Reseller sells the shoes at a higher markup, make a little money, live my life with Vida Loca. Shoe enthusiast stop buying the shoes. Reseller got his pockets hurt. You're going out buying 12 pair of shoes at one time. You're not selling these shoes at a short amount of time, or probably ever. So now you got 3 pairs of fucking shoes left over. And it's like, man, I just got 3 10s here and I'm sitting for no reason. So this is how we hurt the resale market. In order to hurt the ticket market, they have to continue to have leftover. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Oversold stock of tickets in order to say, okay, maybe this is happening because they are too high. So let's take off that $104 fucking dollar fee and maybe they'll buy the ticket, Tyler.
I ain't spending that much. I'm an artist, so for me, like, I spiritually cannot spend that much money to go see another artist when it's not even going to them. I'm just handing somebody else money just to walk in the door.
That shit really bothered me. Like, legitimately, it bothered me to watch that ticket be watch $104 be, and I really thought to myself, and that's some shit you never really think about. $100 ain't a lot of money, so when you spend $100, you're not like, man, I could have did something. I really thought, what can I do with $104?
That's how I think with everything.
Like, legitimately, I said, yeah, before I put, what can I do with $104 before I pay this shit in just fees and imaginary convenience? We gotta fight back. We gotta fight back in everything. But this is just another one, which is back to solidarity. We're gonna millions of people are still gonna go to Beyonce shows when it's time for her to start touring. I promise you, every show will be sold out, regardless of inflation or whatever be the case. And this is how Ticketmaster is gonna continue to put their dicks in our faces.
Well, I really don't have any more. You have some sports stuff?
Not right now, man. The Lakers lost the other day against the Celtics. The Celtics look like the goddamn back-to-back champs again. It's annoying because they're Celtics. The Mavs still stink. Lucky me. The Eagles we ain't made no moves in free agency right now. We got our tight end on the trade block. The Dallas Cowboys ain't did shit either, which is super exciting for me. Hopefully that stays. Myles Garrett, the DN we were attempting to get, he stayed in Cleveland. Fuck Myles Garrett. Let me say that. Yeah, you're right. Thank you. Fuck Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett is a defensive end. He's got over 100 sacks in his career. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. He's a top 3 defensive end in the league. Probably number 1. Blah, blah, blah. He, at the end of this, he plays for the Cleveland Browns. He ain't never won shit but a playoff. I don't even think he's won a playoff game. He ain't never won shit. He comes off this offseason and says, I'm ready to play for a contender. He's 29, about to be 30 soon. He's like, I want to play for a contender. I don't want to just keep taking L's in my career. This shit is whack. I think they won like 4 games last year. The Browns offered this nigga the most money ever for a nigga that don't play quarterback. He signed the deal. He's staying in Cleveland more than likely for the rest of his career now. And I just want to say, look what that money make a bitch do. This nigga gonna die in Cleveland. It's trash. Just taking L's back to back. 5-win season, 6-win season, 8-win season. They stink. He just wasted his whole fucking career.
He wanted to fight with the Steelers coach.
He did. He hit the nigga with a helmet. He had two helmets in his hand.
They got an actual fight?
I'll show you the video. It wasn't no actual fight, but he was rushing a quarterback. A little transfer happened. He ripped his helmet off and swung it at him.
Damn.
My problem with Myles Garrett is, like I said, he's going to the Hall of Fame already. So you're already noted as one of the best defensive linemen in the current game. You can finish your career as one of the best defensive linemen ever, and you can do that shit with a ring. Niggas do like when is money when is money second? He was already rich.
Money's never gonna be second.
Ugh. I'm sick about it. I'm mad like he was actually on my team already. Niggas be trash. Fine, Myles Garrett. Stay where you at, you weak ass nigga. Hope the Steelers beat the shit out of y'all. I hope y'all win 3 games next year. You rich fuck. Nigga making like $40 million a year. DNs don't make that at all.
I mean,
nigga piss me off, man. Bitch ass nigga. I'm gonna get money. I'm Myles Garrett. I'm rich. I'm buff. I live in Cleveland. Fuck you, nigga.
I didn't really have anything else I want to talk about. There's a guy, and I'm so mad I don't have his TikTok name.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna next show, I'm gonna let y'all know what his name is. But he had a really amazing theory about the black dating scene that I think is really important that we need to.
Oh, discuss. I got you. And I'm going to go get his name. In fact, I might just post his video because I shared it with my cousin. It's really important. And I'm gonna get out of here before after this too. So in summation, what the video was saying was that black people are dating like white people in a country that was not made for them to do so. So again, I'm summarizing. Like I said, I'm gonna post a video. The video is about 3 minutes. He goes into detail, clear, flat out explanations. Really, none even fucking to debate or refute about. But long story short, Black Americans were clearly disenfranchised. And not only were we disenfranchised, we were disenfranchised several fucking times throughout history. Disenfranchisement has stifled the progress of specifically the black man. Let's not talk about black women very fast. Specifically the black man. This disenfranchisement has stifled our progress, has stifled our availability to reach financial goals abroad. Not saying that every single individual nigga this is the reason he ain't got money. No, I'm saying there's a system set up above us. We have to fight very, very hard to break that glass ceiling, which is why most, of course, black men die with no money. In the video, he's saying that the dating model that we see here was created for someone who did not have to go through all of these disenfranchising stop points. The model was created for someone who did not have to, for the black woman, who did not have to not only go and put 40 hours on her feet just like everybody else, but she also had to come home and put 100 hours into her children, because the black man was either dead or in prison, of course, for not necessarily his choices, but his choices. So we have been provided something that no one else has been provided as far as goes, the disenfranchisement that's been placed on our community as a whole, as people, all throughout history here in America. Again, they do not teach us how many times they have stifled us, because they are trying to make sure that we believe that we're without because of us. We don't have because of us. We don't achieve because of us. They don't tell you that the white man got the GI Bill. That's in no book. Nowhere in elementary school did they teach us about the GI Bill. They didn't teach me about it in middle school or in high school. I learned about the GI Bill myself. They don't teach you how far and what that shit did for the white man. And that was that was back in the 1800s. So you have to understand that the work that I do for on my feet right now is for the work of my child. I'm going to put my child in a position that I never fucking could imagine. And this is why so if PJ is looking to me to be something that I'm not, my mindset is I have to work harder in order to be that, right? So if I go out of my way to do something that, again, disenfranchises myself based on my choices, i.e. sell crack, then I've left her here, of course, here along with our kids in our home. She don't have the choice of, okay, my nigga in jail, so I'm just gonna kick it. She still got her kids. She still gotta go to work. And this is what has happened to us throughout time. Very, very simple model. Take away the opportunity and the advantages of the black man because he has to provide. Take those options away. Leave him with very few. He's more than likely going to fuck it up because he don't have really that many options to not fuck it up. And then blame the woman for not being able to, of course, see that through him. So as a man, when I get out of jail, I need you to understand, wife, that they put me in there. I need you to understand that the reason I was in there is because I had no choice. I had to do what I did in order to get this far. And if you don't understand that you're going to be the one that says, nigga, you ain't got no money. You can't be over here with me. We're not going to help build community. I'm not going to, in a sense, help you get out of this, which in a sense help me get out of this. The dating model that we're seeing in front of us that we all follow, Valentine's Day being the most super important thing that you have to do, your partner's birthday, the most important thing that you have to do, Christmas, the most important thing that you have to do. This model was created by the white man for the white man. The white man was able to have his resources in space in place for these instances. Not suggesting your girl don't deserve anything on Valentine's Day and her birthday on Christmas. Not saying that. Saying it was put in place this way for someone else. When the white man owned his home and his plantation and his wife and his kids were there, and then his kid made friends with the fucking slave kid outside, and then that slave kid and that kid grew up together, and he was still the owner and he was still the slave. How can my African girlfriend, who I've known for 8 years, or since I was 8 years old, grow up with me? We're both now 21 years old, and she's expecting me to have what the slave owner has.
I think that social media has our minds warped. The amount of black millionaires is so small. So when I hear black women talk about a certain amount of money that a man has to have, I'm like, y'all do know that that is such a small pool of men. You come off better getting somebody and building with them than you expecting for a certain man to have a certain type of, a certain amount of money walking in the door. Like, that's not real life, y'all. You have to get with somebody and y'all work together and build, because we as black people, we are not where a normal traditional white family is. We don't make the money that they make.
And we the understanding and the conceptualism, because again, the victor tells the stories, and white man in theory has won. So he's provided a media sense across the board and a generalization that, for the most part, white people are better off in general. If there's 10 white people in the room, 9 of them are either are at least middle class or above. That's not the case. 10 white men in a room, 5 of them got money. 5 of them are poor as fuck. Just like anybody else, probably even worse off. Middle of America, own a trailer and 2 pair of boots. And that be the motherfucking case. Understanding that, again, the disenfranchisement that was placed on a black man was put in place. This is disenfranchisement. This is niggas is right here. There's no disenfranchisement for white men. This is just him not working.
That's it. And they have resources. They've got family.
When you get into an argument with someone from the other side, and they tell you, "Oh, systematic racism isn't." It was literally, gang. I have the Homestead Act. Like, I have systematic racism right here. I can show you it. We understanding that. Oh shit. Understanding that systematic means I'm not trying to like, I don't want you to see it, bitch. It's in the system. And this is how not only, of course, the rhetoric that black people are lazy continues to be pushed down, but the rhetoric that black men specifically, I hope it moves.
I hope so too. We'll keep going.
Yeah. That, of course, that black men don't have it all. Understanding, gang, we're in a race with weights tied to our ankles.
Definitely.
Hope it came back.
I hope it is too. Okay.
Oh yeah, thank you. Straight as flag. Yeah, but like I said, I'm gonna post a video in full context. I want everybody, of course, to get an opportunity to see it. I'm not necessarily sure how big that guy's platform was, but I want to make sure everybody has an opportunity to see it. Which I legitimately don't know. Now I feel, who am I? I don't even know if we're live or not. But nonetheless, it's Fontane in the Morning, featuring the beautiful, amazing Porsha J. Thank you guys for tuning in like you always do. This episode will be on our YouTube in a few hours. You can go follow us on Fontane in the Morning on IG and TikTok. We appreciate y'all. We will be back on Wednesday morning.
Bye, y'all. I'll see y'all on Wednesday.
We're gonna have a guest. We're
Y'all
gonna
might have